Hey everyone, I'm Bruce and welcome to another video. Whether you've just unboxed your shiny handheld beast or are looking to spice up your game library, you're in the right place. Today we're counting down the 15 best old and new Steam Deck games you must play. This list is packed with titles that showcase what this little powerhouse can really do. Games that'll make you laugh, cry, and possibly yell at your screen. No judgment. From nostalgic classics to cutting-edge masterpieces, these games are ready to transform your commute, couch sessions, or late-night gaming marathons. So, fire up your deck, and let's dive in. It's about to get steamy in here. Don't be a stranger. Like, subscribe, and join the fam for more awesome videos coming your way.
You're right about your old lady, Deke. You gotta ask yourself, what does it matter if everyone else is dead?
Days Gone. This open-world zombie-slaying adventure puts you in the leather boots of Deacon St. John, a biker trying to survive in a world that's gone completely bonkers after a global pandemic. This bad boy runs surprisingly well on the Steam Deck, maintaining a stable 60 FPS on low settings with about 1.5 hours of battery life. The game supports various resolutions and takes full advantage of Steam Deck's FSR capabilities, with medium settings at 800 by 600 offering the sweet spot for performance and visuals. The deck's speakers really shine here. You can pinpoint exactly where those creepy freakers are coming from, adding extra immersion. The game serves up a delicious cocktail of survival mechanics, crafting, and combat that'll keep you on your toes. You've got 3 skill trees to play with, covering everything from ranged combat to survival skills. The stealth system lets you pull off some sneaky moves, like hiding in trash bins, totally dignified, or setting off car alarms to distract enemies. And when those massive hordes of freakers come running, and boy, do they run, you'll be treated to some of the most intense chase sequences this side of the apocalypse. The Pacific Northwest setting is a character in itself, featuring everything from snowy plains to volcanic fields. The dynamic weather system and day-night cycle actually affect gameplay. Those freakers get extra spicy at night, so you might want to plan your excursions carefully. Plus, the story, while taking its sweet time to unfold, delivers a solid punch of desperation, betrayal, and motorcycle maintenance, because apparently that's still important after the apocalypse.
Well, that's up to you.
Enemy presence detected. Analysis complete.
Eliminate him, however you see fit.
Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. This masterpiece of tactical espionage action sneaks onto your Steam Deck with style. Set in 1984 during the heat of the Cold War, you'll step into the combat boots of Big Boss, aka Snake, who's had possibly the worst wake-up call ever after a 9-year coma. The game's performance on Steam Deck is nothing short of impressive, offering smooth gameplay and responsive controls that make sneaking around Afghanistan and Africa feel natural and intuitive. The deck's control layout perfectly complements the game's complex mechanics, with actions like marking enemies and calling in helicopter support feeling as seamless as a well-oiled Metal Gear. The beauty of MGSV lies in its incredible gameplay flexibility. Want to go full Rambo? Pack that rocket launcher. Prefer the silent approach? Your tranq gun and cardboard box await, because nothing says stealth like hiding in plain sight under corrugated cardboard. The game features an impressive arsenal of customizable weapons, all of which can be modified with different parts and suppressors. Beyond the stellar stealth action, you'll build and manage Mother Base, your offshore command center. Recruit soldiers by literally balloon lifting them off the battlefield, because apparently that's totally normal. Develop new weapons, and even build forward operating bases that other players can attempt to infiltrate. Whether you're extracting prisoners, capturing animals for your private zoo, yes, that's a thing, or infiltrating enemy bases, MGSV on Steam Deck offers an unparalleled stealth action experience that'll keep you entertained for dozens of hours.
Alice?
Oh, hell. It happened. Just the way it was on that page. It'll come back for me.
There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art.
Alan Wake. Step into the shoes of a best-selling novelist in this psychological thriller that masterfully blends cinematic storytelling with action-packed gameplay. The game follows Alan Wake, a writer suffering from the world's worst case of writer's block, who finds himself trapped in a nightmare where his fiction becomes reality. Running at a smooth 60 FPS on Steam Deck with excellent battery life, this remastered version feels right at home on the portable powerhouse. The game's unique combat mechanics shine brilliantly on the Steam Deck's control layout. You'll find yourself wielding both light and conventional weapons, as darkness-possessed enemies known as the Taken can only be hurt after you burn away their shadowy shields with your trusty flashlight. It's like trying to fight monsters with a really aggressive reading light, and it works brilliantly. The deck's controls make managing your flashlight battery and ammunition feel natural. What makes Alan Wake truly special is its episodic structure, presented like a TV series complete with previously on segments and cliffhanger endings. The Pacific Northwest setting of Bright Falls creates an atmosphere that's equal parts Twin Peaks and Stephen King, with dense forests, abandoned sawmills, and rustic diners that hide sinister secrets. The game's environmental storytelling is particularly effective on the deck's screen, where the contrast between light and shadow creates a palpable sense of dread. Safe havens of light become your best friends, offering respite from the darkness while regenerating your health. Whether you're dodging possessed ravens, fighting off chainsaw-wielding shadows, or using flares to create temporary safe zones, Alan Wake delivers a unique horror experience that feels fresh even years after its initial release. Monster Hunter World. Grab your oversized weapons and sharpen those blades, because this beast of a game runs surprisingly well on Steam Deck, earning Valve's coveted verified status. This hack and slash is a full-blown monster hunting extravaganza, where every fight feels like an epic boss battle, minus the annoying, your princess is in another castle business. The game delivers rock-solid performance on Steam Deck, maintaining 60 FPS on low settings, with medium settings giving you a respectable 50 to 55 FPS. The OLED version owners can expect about 2 to 3 hours of battery life, perfect for a few monster hunting sessions before needing to plug in. Pro tip: activate DirectX 12 API to avoid any pesky graphical glitches that might crash your monster hunting party. At its core, this one revolutionizes the series with seamless open-world exploration, ditching the old segmented maps for vast, interconnected ecosystems. The game's unique tracking system has you following monster footprints with scout flies. Think of them as nature's GPS, but with more glowing. Each monster exhibits realistic behavior patterns, including territories and daily routines, making the hunt feel more like a wildlife documentary gone terribly wrong. The game's extensive crafting system lets you turn your fallen foes into fashion statements, because nothing says "I'm a serious hunter" like wearing armor made from the monster that carded you 5 times. When the going gets tough, you can send up an SOS flare to call in up to 3 other hunters, turning your solo struggle into a multiplayer monster mosh pit. With dynamic mounting mechanics, 14 different weapon types, and environments that can be used as weapons themselves, Monster Hunter World offers countless hours of creature-crushing entertainment that feels right at home on the Steam Deck. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. Toss a coin to your Steam Deck, because this masterpiece of an RPG runs beautifully on Valve's portable powerhouse. CD Projekt Red's epic fantasy adventure follows Geralt of Rivia, our favorite monster-slaying, bath-loving Witcher, as he searches for his adopted daughter while dealing with everything from deadly beasts to Gwent-obsessed merchants. The Complete Edition includes all DLCs, giving you hundreds of hours of content that'll make your power bank your new best friend. On Steam Deck, the game offers impressive flexibility and performance options. The built-in Steam Deck preset delivers a solid balance of visual quality and performance, typically maintaining 45 to 50 frames per second with FSR 2 quality enabled. For battery warriors, capping the frame rate at 40 FPS with medium settings and FSR quality mode provides an excellent sweet spot, delivering around 3 hours of gameplay while keeping the visuals stunning. The game's recent updates have significantly improved CPU utilization on DirectX 12, making the experience even smoother. Whether you're hunting monsters in the misty swamps of Velen, playing rounds of Gwent in Novigrad's taverns, or exploring the stunning islands of Skellige, the game's quest structure perfectly suits both quick gaming sessions and extended playthroughs. The control scheme feels natural on the deck, with combat mechanics, sign casting, and inventory management, all mapping intuitively to the device's inputs. Plus, with the ability to save anywhere, you can tackle this massive adventure at your own pace, making it the perfect companion for commutes or cozy gaming sessions. Alien isolation. In space, no one can hear you scream, but on Steam Deck, everyone can hear you gasp at how beautifully this survival horror masterpiece runs. This terrifying game of cat and mouse with cinema's most infamous xenomorph performs exceptionally well on the handheld, maintaining a rock-solid 60 frames per second about 90% of the time, with occasional dips to around 45 frames per second in busy areas. The game looks stunning on the deck's screen, with its atmospheric lighting and dulled color palette bringing the haunting corridors of Sevastopol Station to life. The game follows Amanda Ripley, daughter of Ellen Ripley, as she investigates her mother's disappearance aboard a derelict space station. What starts as a search for answers quickly turns into a desperate fight for survival. On Steam Deck, you can crank up nearly all settings to high while maintaining excellent performance and getting about 2.5 hours of battery life. The game's tense atmosphere benefits from the deck's immersive speakers and haptic feedback, making every encounter with the alien feel heart-poundingly real. The game's dynamic AI system means the alien learns from your tactics, creating an unpredictable hunter that adapts to your playstyle. With the recommended settings, including SMAAT1X anti-aliasing and high shadow mapping, the game delivers a visually stunning and terrifyingly immersive experience that feels perfectly at home on Steam Deck.
You're all going down.
You still know how to make an entrance.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman!
Batman Arkham Collection. This collection bundles Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight, offering an epic saga that transforms you into the Dark Knight himself. Each game in the trilogy runs remarkably well on Steam Deck, though you'll want to tweak some settings in Arkham Knight to maintain smooth performance. Think of it as customizing your utility belt for optimal crime-fighting efficiency. Arkham Asylum kicks things off with a claustrophobic Metroidvania-style adventure through Gotham's infamous madhouse. The game runs like a dream on Steam Deck, maintaining a solid 60 FPS with maxed-out settings. The intimate setting and Predator-style gameplay feel perfectly suited to the handheld format, letting you swoop down on unsuspecting goons wherever you go. Arkham City expands the formula into an open-world masterpiece, offering a seamless playground of criminal activity to clean up. The game's grappling and gliding mechanics feel incredibly satisfying on the deck's controls, making navigation through the Gothic architecture a joy. Arkham Knight, the trilogy's grand finale, pushes the Steam Deck harder, but still delivers a solid experience with some tweaking. Running at medium settings with FSR enabled, you'll get a stable 40 to 45 FPS, which feels smooth enough for both the intense combat and Batmobile sequences. The collection's real triumph is how it evolves Batman's signature free-flow combat system across all three games, making you feel like a martial arts master as you bounce between thugs with perfectly timed counters and bone-crushing combos. Each game brings its own flavor to the formula. Asylum's tight corridors, City's sprawling rooftops, and Knight's vehicle-enhanced gameplay create a perfect progression of Batman's capabilities. With hundreds of collectibles, side missions, and iconic villains to face across all three games, this collection offers enough content to keep you busy through multiple rides in the Batmobile.
Let's move quickly. There are those who would seek to stop this.
You are nothing but a usurper.
Doom Eternal. Rip and tear on the go with this demonic masterpiece that somehow manages to run like a dream on Steam Deck. If you thought portable gaming couldn't handle the intensity of Doom Eternal, think again. This beast of a shooter maintains a rock-solid 60 FPS with medium settings and dynamic resolution, proving that even Hell's armies can't slow down Valve's handheld wonder. The game's Vulkan renderer works particularly well with the Steam Deck's architecture, delivering buttery-smooth demon-slaying action with about 2.5 hours of battery life. The gameplay loop in Doom Eternal is like a heavy metal concert meets a ballet recital. Graceful, violent, and absolutely exhilarating. You're constantly dancing between enemies, managing resources through glory kills, which are basically demon-flavored piñatas that drop health, chainsaw kills for ammo, and setting demons ablaze for armor pickups. The push-forward combat philosophy means camping in corners is about as useful as a chocolate teapot in hell. You've got to keep moving, keep killing, and keep the momentum going, or you'll end up as Demon Chow. The Steam Deck's controls handle this beautifully, with gyro aiming providing that extra precision needed for landing those crucial weak point shots. Every weapon has a specific purpose, every demon has a weakness, and every arena becomes a violent puzzle that needs solving. Whether you're using the Super Shotgun's meat hook to zip around like a demonic Spider-Man, freezing enemies with the ice bomb, or turning demons into confetti with the BFG, the game maintains its incredible fluidity. The campaign offers roughly 15 to 20 hours of intense action, plus 2 meaty DLC expansions that crank the difficulty up to, "Why am I doing this to myself?" S.T.A.L.K.E.R Bundle. Get ready for the most atmospheric post-apocalyptic experience you can have on Steam Deck with this trio of survival horror FPS classics. The bundle includes Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and Call of Pripyat, each offering its own journey through the haunting Chernobyl exclusion zone. These PC gaming landmarks run surprisingly well on Steam Deck through Proton, though you might need to tweak some compatibility settings to get the optimal experience. Each game drops you into a radiation-soaked wasteland where reality itself seems to be falling apart at the seams. The zone is filled with deadly anomalies, mutated creatures, and rival stalkers all trying to survive in this harsh environment. What makes these games special is their unparalleled atmosphere, the way your Geiger counter crackles as you approach radiation hotspots, the eerie sounds of mutants in the distance, and the way other stalkers gather around campfires to share stories and play guitar. The Steam Deck's OLED screen, if you have that version, makes the game's lighting effects look particularly stunning, especially during the nerve-wracking underground bunker sequences. The gameplay combines survival horror elements with realistic gunplay and RPG mechanics. You'll need to manage your radiation exposure, maintain your equipment, and trade with other stalkers to survive. The inventory management and gunplay feel natural on the deck's controls, though you might want to spend some time customizing your control layout for optimal comfort. Each game in the trilogy offers its own unique take on the zone, from Shadow of Chernobyl's mystery-driven narrative to Clear Sky's faction warfare and Call of Pripyat's open-world exploration.
This is what we are. What you are.
It's sunny side up on the shaky side.
American Truck Simulator. Hit the virtual highways of the American West in this surprisingly zen trucking experience that feels tailor-made for Steam Deck's portable nature. Running smoother than a freshly paved interstate, this simulator maintains a steady 60 FPS with high settings, making those long hauls through California, Arizona, New Mexico, and beyond look absolutely gorgeous on the deck's screen. The game's recent updates have optimized performance specifically for Steam Deck, ensuring your cross-country adventures won't drain your battery faster than a truck with a fuel leak. What makes American Truck Simulator special isn't just the driving, it's the entire experience of building your trucking empire from scratch. Starting as a humble driver for hire, you'll work your way up to owning your own fleet of trucks and managing a network of garages across multiple states. The game perfectly balances simulation depth with accessibility, letting you choose between arcade-style controls or more realistic handling that'll have you carefully planning every turn and backing maneuver. The game's atmosphere is where it really shines. Cruising down Route 66 at sunset, navigating mountain passes in Colorado, or delivering cargo to bustling ports in Washington State. The radio feature lets you stream your own music or real-world radio stations while driving, making those long hauls feel personally tailored. Whether you're taking a quick 30-minute delivery run during your lunch break or settling in for a cross-country journey, American Truck Simulator offers a uniquely relaxing gaming experience that's perfect for the Steam Deck's portable nature. Around $5, it's cheaper than a truck stop coffee and will keep you entertained for hundreds of hours. Dishonored 2. Sneak, teleport, and assassinate your way through the stunning city of Karnaca in this stealth action masterpiece that runs surprisingly well on Steam Deck. Playing as either Emily Caldwin or Corvo Attano, your choice of royal family member turned supernatural assassin, you'll navigate through some of the most ingeniously designed levels in gaming history. The game maintains a solid 45 to 60 FPS on medium settings with FSR enabled, making those gravity-defying powers look silky smooth on the portable screen. The real magic of Dishonored 2 lies in its play-your-way philosophy. Want to ghost through the entire game without killing anyone? Go for it. Prefer to unleash chaos and turn your enemies into blood mist? That's totally valid too. Each protagonist comes with their own unique set of supernatural ability. Emily's Far Reach and Shadow Walk feel distinctly different from Corvo's classic Blink and Possession powers. The Steam Deck's control scheme handles these powers beautifully, making it feel natural to chain together abilities like Domino, linking enemies' fates together, with environmental takedowns or combat move. What sets this game apart is its incredible level design. The Clockwork Mansion, with its mechanically transforming rooms, and the time-bending Stilton Manor mission are basically love letters to creative gameplay. Each level is a sandbox of possibilities, packed with multiple paths, secrets, and creative ways to accomplish your objectives. The attention to detail is staggering, from the way guards discuss your previous mission's outcomes to how rats scatter when you teleport nearby. With 2 playable characters, multiple paths through each mission, and a robust New Game Plus mode, Dishonored 2 offers dozens of hours of stealth action gameplay that feels fresh with each playthrough. Balatro. Get ready to lose hours of your life to this absolutely addictive roguelike poker game that's basically what would happen if regular poker had a wild night out with a deck of cursed cards. Running flawlessly on Steam Deck at a butter-smooth 60 FPS, though honestly, it could probably run on a calculator. This twisted take on poker feels like it was made for portable gaming sessions. The crisp card animations and effects look particularly sharp on the deck's screen, making every lucky draw feel extra satisfying. Don't let the poker part scare you away. Balatro takes the familiar concept of poker hands and turns it into something delightfully bizarre. You'll collect jokers that modify your hands in ridiculous ways, like multiplying your scores by astronomical amounts or turning pairs into full houses. The game introduces concepts like tarots, planets, and spectral cards that would make traditional poker players spill their chips in horror. Think of it as poker that went to art school, dropped out, joined a circus, and came back with some wild stories to tell. What makes Balatro particularly brilliant is how it balances luck with strategy. Each run presents you with choices about which cards to keep, which modifiers to buy, and how to build your deck for maximum scoring potential. The roguelike elements mean every game is different, with various challenges and stakes to overcome. Sometimes you'll be working with a deck that turns all your hearts into spades, other times you'll have jokers that reward you for intentionally making terrible hands. The game's quick rounds and just one more try nature make it perfect for Steam Deck gaming. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Power up your Steam Deck for this action RPG that lets you relive the entire Dragon Ball Z saga through Goku's eyes, and surprisingly, it runs smoother than Master Roshi's pickup line. The game maintains a stable 40 to 50 FPS on medium settings with FSR enabled, letting you experience everything from the Saiyan Saga to the Buu Saga without breaking a sweat, or your Steam Deck's battery, which lasts about 2.5 hours. Flying around the gorgeously rendered open world feels absolutely liberating on the deck's portable screen. Whether you're zooming through the skies collecting Z-orbs, fishing with your tail, yes, that's a thing, or hunting for Dragon Balls, the game captures the essence of Dragon Ball Z's world perfectly. The combat system strikes a nice balance between accessibility and depth, letting you pull off iconic moves like Kamehameha waves and spirit bombs with satisfying ease. The Steam Deck's controls handle the combat surprisingly well, making it feel natural to chain together ki blasts, melee combos, and super attacks. What makes Kakarot special is how it fills in the gaps between DBZ's major battles with slice-of-life moments that fans never got to see in the anime. You'll help Gohan study for Chi-Chi, gather ingredients for cooking, and even go on side quests with supporting characters like Yamcha and Krillin. The RPG elements add to the experience, with community boards, skill trees, and cooking mechanics that actually make sense within the DBZ universe. The game includes all the iconic battles you'd expect, recreated with stunning visual fidelity, from the beam struggles against Vegeta to the final showdown with Kid Buu. Plus, the way the game handles power scaling and progression feels authentic to the source material, making each power-up feel earned and meaningful.
This campaign will be costly, but in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy, itself.
Fallout 4. War never changes. But playing Fallout 4 on Steam Deck changes everything about how you experience this post-apocalyptic masterpiece. This massive open-world RPG runs surprisingly well on the portable powerhouse, maintaining a stable 40 FPS with medium settings and FSR enabled. You'll get about 2 to 3 hours of battery life while exploring the irradiated ruins of Boston, which is plenty of time to help another settlement that Preston Garvey has marked on your map. Sorry, couldn't resist that one. The game's special. System and deep crafting mechanics feel right at home on the deck's control scheme. Building settlements, modifying weapons, and managing your inventory are all surprisingly intuitive, thanks to the touchscreen support and customizable controls. The VATS targeting system works particularly well here, letting you line up those crucial headshots without the need for precise analog stick control. Whether you're scrapping entire neighborhoods to build elaborate bases or customizing your power armor, the interface feels natural and responsive. The main quest has you searching for your kidnapped son, but let's be honest, you'll spend most of your time getting distracted by side quests, like helping a robot detective solve noir-style mysteries, or joining a militia that dresses up in Revolutionary War costumes. The game's 4 major factions offer distinctly different paths through the story, and the revamped dialogue system lets you roleplay your character with varying degrees of sarcasm and sincerity. The survival mode, if you're feeling particularly masochistic, adds hunger, thirst, and fatigue mechanics that transform the game into a true post-apocalyptic survival experience. With hundreds of locations to discover, countless quests to complete, and an endless array of items to craft, Fallout 4 offers enough content to keep you entertained through several nuclear winters.
Typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
Marvel's Midnight Suns. Imagine if the Avengers decided to mix superhero action with tactical card battles while hanging out in a gothic mansion. That's Marvel's Midnight Suns in a nutshell. This supernatural strategy game runs impressively well on Steam Deck, maintaining a stable 30 to 40 FPS with medium settings and FSR enabled. While not perfect, the performance is more than adequate for a turn-based game where you're too busy planning your next epic card combo to notice minor frame drops. The game throws you into the spandex boots of the Hunter, a customizable character who teams up with Marvel heroes to prevent Lilith, the mother of demons, from unleashing supernatural chaos. What makes this game unique is its brilliant fusion of relationship building and card-based combat. During the day, you'll hang out at the Abbey, a gothic superhero headquarters where you can build friendships with heroes like Blade, Doctor Strange, and Iron Man, through activities ranging from book clubs to sparring sessions. It's like a superhero social simulator meets tactical combat, and somehow, it totally works. These friendship-building activities actually impact combat, unlocking powerful combo cards and unique ability. The combat system is where Midnight Suns really shines on Steam Deck. Each hero has a unique deck of cards representing their abilities, and the touchscreen makes card selection and battlefield positioning feel natural and intuitive. You might use Ghost Rider's chain to pull enemies together, then have Scarlet Witch blast them with chaos magic, followed by Spider-Man webbing up the survivors. The game rewards creative thinking and clever card combinations rather than just brute force. With dozens of heroes to unlock, hundreds of cards to collect and upgrade, and a lengthy campaign filled with side missions and character moments, Midnight Suns offers a surprisingly deep tactical experience that feels fresh even after many hours of play. And there you have it. 15 epic adventures, mind-bending puzzles, and heart-pounding battles that your Steam Deck is practically begging you to try. Whether you're a retro enthusiast or someone chasing the latest gaming buzz, this list has got you covered. With so many options to choose from, the hardest part isn't playing the games, it's deciding which one to start first. So, what are you waiting for? Dive in, enjoy the ride, and let us know in the comments which games you're hooked on. Don't forget to hit that like button and share this list with your fellow Steam Deck warriors. Until next time, happy gaming, and keep those thumbsticks ready for action.
Become one! Pour every ounce of power you've got into that Kamehameha just like S.T.A.L.K.E.R. doing! You can do this, Gohan! You have the power!